on a personal level, writing is hard because you're alone in a room and it can get depressing. But I do sometimes remind myself, this message might resonate with people and it might help people be happier in their lives. And that is so motivating. And I love this story, which sounds apocryphal, but it's actually true. And it was when John F. Kennedy was president. He visited NASA and he talked to the astronauts. But at one point in the hallway, he ran into a janitor. And Kennedy said to the janitor, "What do you do here?" And the janitor said, "Mr. President, I am helping put man on the moon." And I just loved that, because seeing yourself as part of something greater is just so motivating, as opposed to, I sweep the hallways, which is disempowering, but it's also true. He is part of a team, and we underestimate how much everything requires a team. Nothing good is done by one person. It requires teamwork, and I think that's such an important point to remember. And in terms of business, realizing that you can't do it yourself is so important. I went to a dinner a week and a half ago, and we were talking, and this guy who I'd never met, he was the CEO of a company, and at one point his company started tanking. It was like he was in a downward spiral. And he said, I built this company myself, I'm gonna fix this myself. And he tried, and it just got worse and worse. And it wasn't until he acknowledged to himself, you know what? That's a bad way to look at it. I didn't build this company myself. I had so many people around me, advisors, investors. So I didn't build this myself. Once he acknowledged that, he could accept help. He could go to other people and say, I need, can I borrow money? Can you help me with this business crisis? And that's when he was able to save his business. So I think it's just such an important thing to remember. We don't do anything completely by ourselves.
And I have loved chatting with you today, but I think this is a perfect point to end the conversation with the very last quote on your book, which I found so beautiful. Share it with us, please.
Yeah, this quote was, I read a book called Invisible Cities by Italo Calvino, and it's a wonderful book, sort of a bizarre book, where he imagines different cities. And in one city, there are actual physical threads that connect people. So if you are friends with someone, then there's a one color thread that goes from your apartment to their apartment. And if you are ex-lovers, there's another color thread. So the city is just filled with threads of different houses and apartments connecting. And I think that's a wonderful way to look at the world. And I wrote, if we connected the world with threads signifying gratitude, the result would be as thick as a blanket. And I just believe that's true, because everyone has hundreds of threads going out to hundreds of other people, and they all have threads going to you. I want to thank you for your blog, because I'm a fan and I love the inspiration it provides. So thank you.